Hi photo class. By now you've finished the welcome, watch, and or read me first section of our Google Classroom. I'm going to move on now to the getting started, the basics. Below is a link to our course syllabus. Please open this document and read it thoroughly. It's not very long, but it has a lot of pertinent information for outcomes for the course, supplies that you'll need, evaluation, our grading policy, and most importantly, our attendance policy, which I'll go over in a minute, and our privacy statements, and some academic honesty policies and student support resources. Also, below the syllabus is a link to our course website. Again, navigate this site for information you will reference throughout the course. I would suggest making a web browser bookmark for both our G-Class, this Google Classroom, and our course website. I've also linked here to instructions on how to create a bookmark if you don't know how to do that already. I'm currently using Google Chrome, and if you select this star, it will allow you to bookmark a course, and you can obviously organize that however you'd like. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Because we all learn in a variety of ways, you may be watching this as a video walkthrough, and I hope we can all gather ourselves on the same page for this course. I'm going to open up the Getting Started document. I'm going to go over this with you. There's a table of contents here, so if you want to jump through on your own, you select and hit a link, and it will take you to that portion of the document, I believe. If I can get this to work. There we go. Now, please read the syllabus, as I said, and pay close attention as I'm going to go over now the attendance policy. As a student, you will be expected to meet deadlines that will be outlined clearly in these updates. These deadlines will act as our course attendance. More than 4 missed deadlines or absences for the entire semester will lower your grade 1 grade point per absence. For example, with 5 absences, a B becomes a B-. Exceptions may be made for family and medical emergencies as well as religious holidays. 8 absences will result in an automatic failure of the course. Please communicate with me if you are absent so there are no misunderstandings and I can help catch you up. Late work. Meeting a deadline with incomplete work is not counted as an absence. Turning in assignments late will lower your possible points earned 1 letter grade per late class period deadline. More than 2 late class period deadlines will receive 0 points. Again, please communicate with me if you're absent so there are no misunderstandings. I can help you catch up. Your first assignment is to complete a syllabus quiz. Don't worry, it's simple to help us, and it's there just to help us understand the terms of the course. I'm going to use this document and bounce back and forth between our Google Classroom so this makes some sense and you can see it visually. Under this header, Classroom and Assignments, I will be posting assignments for the course under the header Classwork in G-Class. That's right here. These are drafts right now, and they're going to be scheduled and posted as we begin. These assignments will have what is needed for each assignment, instructions, tutorials, and deadlines. You will receive an email when a new assignment is posted, as well as a reminder email of when it's due. I will provide instructions on how to turn in work, so don't worry about that just yet. If you're under an assignment, you guys see a little bit what I don't see. You see as a student different from what I see. If I come back here, I made a header. You get to view your work. You get to also have a link to our Google Drive files, and as well as a link to our Google Calendar. So up here, some of that is similar here. Here's our Google Drive folder, and here's our Google Calendar. If I select Google Calendar, it'll open up in my Google Calendar, and it will give you some directions as to what's due, when your deadlines are, and so forth. Here's our Google Class Drive folder, which will open up Google Drive, and it should send you to a shared folder, which some of these folders are shared with you and some are private for me as the teacher. We're getting started. G-Class will also automatically create Google Calendar events for every assignment that we have and store these files as Google Drive files for reference. You can link here to help with an explanation of what Google Drive is. Again, Google Drive is very similar to having just a virtual or cloud-based desktop where you can save folders just like you would to folders and files, just like you would to your desktop on your computer. Again, we will address how to turn in work and check the status of your assignments in another announcement. So for now, just familiarize yourself with Google Classroom, its interface, and complete your first assignment, the syllabus quiz. Classwork and logistics and materials. In the beginning of this course, we will need to get through some logistics. As we move through the course, materials will be posted here, such as instructions, tutorials, demonstrations, etc. On our Google Classroom, under assignments, we'll have some logistics, and I'll be sending these, like how to turn in your work, how to start your WordPress, which is going to be your course websites that you're creating. And then I'm gonna assign this the first week as well, a supplies checklist that'll help me understand what you have and for supplies. The course will be structured on a weekly basis. Every week on Monday, a new lecture, demo, announcement or announcements, and presentation or presentations will be posted on Monday morning. Long assignments will be introduced and will be due that following Sunday by midnight. Short assignments will be introduced and will be due that following Thursday. So Thursdays, I'll give you feedback for your long assignments that were turned in that previous Sunday. And then your short assignments are going to be due on Thursday by midnight. Additional materials and tutorials will be posted throughout the week. Course progress will be assessed on Thursdays as well, and any questions will be fielded under the stream section in our Google Classroom. See image below. Here you go, and I'll go and demo that in a second. Or directly you can email questions to my Harper email, which is listed right here. On Sundays, long assignments are due by Sunday at midnight, and short assignments turned in the previous Thursday will be assessed, and I'll give you feedback as well. Let me go back to our classroom, and you can go to a stream section, and you can see here, if I select here, I'm able to add a comment in this section and post, and that will come to me. You can also add documents directly from your computer or through Google Drive, or through you can send a YouTube video or any link to any web link that you have. I've listed that here in an image as well. To break down just a little bit more your long assignments and your short assignments, basically your long assignments are going to be they're going to take a little bit more time, and they're going to often be split into multiple parts, so part 1, part 2, part 3, and they will be usually addressing technique, craft, and concept, so they'll kind of be broader in scope. Your short assignments are often going to take a little less time, and they'll often address directly either a technique or directly a concept or specifically research.